What's up, guys? My name is Adrienne. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are filming one of my favorite types of videos to film, and that is my June TBR jar. So I have my handy dandy jar here, and we're gonna pick some prompts. I'm gonna pick some books that I want to read, and we're gonna see if I stick to it when I do my June wrap up. Fingers crossed. May, we're not gonna talk about May. It's a new day, it's a new vibe, summer vibes actually, and I'm hoping for a really good June month. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's shake, 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 shake. Okay, no, let's not sing Adrienne. All right, so the first prompt says, dun, 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 read the next book in a series. Okay, let me look at some things. This is gonna be easy because I think I put this on my TBR last month and we determined that that was a lie because I didn't read it. But one of my good friends, Tabitha, she's reading it right now. She's like, you need to read this. And I agree. So the book that I'm going to pick for this is going to be Heartless Beloved by Lola King. This is book 2 in the North Shore series, Rival Gangs. This one is Good Girl, Bad Boy, college romance, very dark, check your trigger warnings. I loved Beautiful Fiend. I believe I gave it like 4 or 5 stars. This is the next book in that series, and I'm all for it. Plus, I'm super excited because I get to meet this author next month at a book signing. So I want to make my way through more of her backlist, so this is the perfect one. So that's the first book that I'm going to read for the month of June. Okay, next prompt. So this prompt says, most anticipated read. One of my most anticipated reads actually released today, which is the day that I'm filming this, June 6th. And the book I'm talking about is Bourbon and Proof. This is the 3rd book in the Bourbon Boys series. It's by Victoria Wilder. The way I have wanted to read this book and how excited I've been for this MMC. I first was excited to read his story in Bourbon and Lies because he is the first character that you meet in Bourbon and Lies. And I was like, say less, older man, let's do this. And then I realized, no, it's about his brother. Even though I loved Bourbon and Lies, 5-star read, I cannot wait for this book. This weekend, I'm probably going to start reading this. I absolutely love this book. Do you see this cover? The artwork, 10 out of 10. And this is the last book in the series, so I'm kind of sad. And part of me wants to hold on to it and hoard it and not let it be over, but I can't. I have to read this. So that is my most anticipated read, and I plan on reading it for the month of June. We are doing very well with this TBR, and I hope that the mood reader in me sticks to it. I know I'll be reading the first 2 that I've picked. All right, so third prompt says, reread an old favorite. Oh, I never reread, and that was the purpose of me putting this in here, but I feel like with so many books, do I have time to reread? But the jar has spoken. And the book that's coming to mind, one of my favorites, one of my 5-star reads, my favorite Anna Wong book, fight me in the comments, argue with the wall, I said what I said. It's Twisted Love. I love Alex. So I'm going to pick Twisted Love by Anna Wong. I absolutely ate this book up. There are still scenes from this book that live rent-free in my mind. Should my mind probably be remembering other things in life? Sure. But if you've read this book, the after swimming scene when they're in the hotel and he's taking the business call, rent-free. Right up here in the noggin. Useful information, but I smile every time I think about it. Right up here. All right. Enough of that craziness. Shake, shake, shake. What's up next? Oh, I need a bigger jar, I think. Okay, book number 4. A TikTok book. Oh, one of my favorite places to find book recommendations. It's like coming together because I actually am going to go to my Goodreads because I know books that I've added to that I got from TikTok. So let's see what's on my Goodreads. Stuff I want to read. That's on my Goodreads. I'm going to give myself 2 choices for this prompt. The first book is The Devil and His Sparrow, and it's the Sinners Do It Better series by Silver Michaela. Do you see this cover? I think it's absolutely stunning. I do believe that this is like paranormal or fantasy. And then the next book that I'm gonna pick, which I can honestly say I have no idea what this book is about. The cover is giving vampires. I could be totally wrong, but All Your Bloody Lies by M.L. Burns. This book, I see it, if I'm like flipping, I'm gonna see this book like 5 times, easily. Everyone that I follow on TikTok that reads like dark romance, they have been like, you need to read this book. You need to read this book. You're gonna love the FMC. Apparently she's like total badass. So I'm going to pick either that or the other one, this or that. I don't know. If you've read either one of these books, let me know in the comments which one I should pick. All right, number 5. I think we're gonna do 6. I think we're gonna do 6 prompts. I've been reading on average anywhere between like 12 and 14 books. So I think having 6, like, okay, this is what I should read, and then having 6, you're a mood reader, let's be real. I think that may be a good combination. So the next prompt says, a book under 300 pages. These are always so hard because like you gotta know how many pages are in a book. All right, dun, dun, dun. We need Jeopardy music. So I found a book. It's 244 pages, well under 300. It has been out for a while, but I've only ever heard really good things about it. So I'm gonna read Only for the Week by Natasha Bishop. And it's giving me summer vibes because if memory serves me, this book takes place on an island or some things happen on an island. I don't know, but that is what I'm gonna read. All right. And I think this is the last prompt. All right, so I'm gonna go deep down into the jar. I definitely need a bigger jar for next time, for next month. All right. And the last prompt, I don't know if you can see that, but a new release. Okay, so a new release for the month of June. I have 2. And every month I post on my Instagram the new releases that I'm interested in. If you're not checking me out over there, my handle for that is Latte Lover Reads. Check me out. I'm going to select 2 for this one as well because one book that I'm super excited to read comes out June 30th, and that is Death by Michelle Hurd. I won't be able to finish that book in a day as much as I love Michelle Hurd. So the next book that I'm going to pick for that is Dance of Madness by Jagger Cole. This is the 3rd book in his like mafia ballerina secret society series that I always talk about on this channel. The 3rd book came out, I believe, this week. Super excited for the 3rd book in this series. So that is going to be my new release selection. The TBR jar has spoken. These are the 6 books that I plan on reading in the month of June based on the prompts selected. I feel really good about the selection. There are some books on this list that are definitely most anticipated, 5-star predictions, all the good things, all the good reading vibes. If you've made it to the end of this video and you want to let me know, leave me one of those like fun drink emojis. So I know we have like a drink with an umbrella in it. I think that's a Mai Tai. Leave me something like that. Leave me something summery, fun, and festive. A little known fact about me, I hate the summer. I bitch and moan about the summer all the way until probably September. And I'm trying to get out of that this year. I'm trying to do better. So fingers crossed. I'm definitely a fall and winter girl. But it's not time for pumpkins or Christmas tree emojis just yet. Anyway, enjoy your summer. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.